Hey, what's going on, people? This is Elder Tenchi, and I am back for the first TMNT Rant Rave review of 2015. And today we are talking about the episode Eyes of the Chimera. So this starts off where the last episode left off with Speed Demon. After Speed Demon exploded, a whole vast amount of mutagen was released, and it landed on a bird catching a fish who had just eaten a worm. So now you have a chimera, a combination of three different animals. In this case, a worm, combination with a fish, combination with a bird, and it looks freaky. It looks really freaky. I don't know how they managed to animate that. That just wow. It's just strange. You know what I mean? But this is Ninja Turtles, so you got to expect that. So on the flip side, story arc goes like this. They're trying to test the limits of April's psychic abilities by using a neurotransmitter that Donnie salvaged from the Krang ship in the basement. And I was wondering when they were going to get back to that, honestly, because I like the fact that that April has kind of become the Jean Grey of the group, and I want to know her. What are her limits to her psychic abilities? What can she do? You know what I'm saying? And on the flip side, you have Leonardo feeling bad because he's not recovering as quick as he'd like, and he sees everyone else training, and he's trying to get back into form. And next thing you know, he kind of hurts himself again and gets down on himself. Now, I can totally relate to that. I've gone through a few surgeries in my life, and recovery time, it sucks. Recovery time and being patient and wanting to do things when you know that you have to take it easy. Taking it easy is not always an easy thing to do. So, especially when you're used to moving around. And Leo, after what he's been through, I don't blame him at all. But he kind of has a sort of a pity party, and it is at that moment that Donnie turns up the juice on the machine that he's using to test out April's abilities, and she ends up connecting to this chimera, this hybrid, and it's fun. It's funny, yet it's kind of creepy because her eyes go completely white, much like the turtles when they're about to fight. She can't see anything in front of her, but she can see through the eyes of the chimera. So everything that the chimera is doing and feeling, she can see and also feel. Like if the chimera gets hungry, or if the chimera starts hunting, stuff like that, she can feel the intent, she can feel the hunger, she can feel all that. To the point where the psychic connection starts getting really strong, and she almost ends up eating Leo. Like, she's like, like just going at him like he's dinner. And I'm like, okay, so if she does this for too long, if the psychic link is still there for a long amount of time, I guess their minds start to kind of fuse. That's what it seems like to me. So the turtles end up fighting the chimera. They get captured, and you find the giant nest of this chimera, and I've noticed that there are skeletons in this bird's nest. Human skeletons, animal skeletons. This thing's been feeding. I mean, like, okay, if my digestive tract is turned into, like, 3 separate entities, I'd be hungry too, but dang, I wouldn't think of going after human. Those were human bones. That's getting kind of dark in this episode, don't you think? So April and Leo have to go and rescue the rest of the guys. And Leo is still getting down on himself, like, you can't see, I can't walk properly, what are we going to do? And she's basically saying, I shouldn't have to tell you what we're going to do. Okay, you're the leader. They need you. Basically suck it up. That's basically what she's doing. She's trying to light a fire under his butt because he's too busy wallowing in self-pity, which I can understand, really. But at the same time, when your family's in trouble, what are you going to do? You got to help in any way you can. And it is that moment that he is now not completely healed, but he can walk without a crutch. So now he's he's back. He feels like he can, feels like he can do more, and the guys end up in this mountain that's also a geyser. So they're trying to get out of the way of the geyser, but they can't climb. They can't climb up properly because one person, I'm not going to say who, forgot his grappling hook. And then it turns into somebody compared it to How to Train Your Dragon 2, because there was a very nice flight scene involving the Chimera flying in the woods with April and Leo on its back, and it is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. It's not as long as How to Train Your Dragon, and stuff does happen when you figure out that this bird has you mess with its head, you mess up its equilibrium. You hit its head like one time, it's unbalanced. So yeah, so they figure that out. They rescue the guys, and now Leo is and now Leo feels a lot better. He thanks April, and Donnie apologizes for testing the machine on her and all that other stuff, but she doesn't mind. She said it was cool to see through the eyes of another, through the eyes of something else, even if it was a mutant monster hybrid. So now Leo is better. He's feeling better. He's able to walk again. The guys have gone through another crazy, messy adventure with another crazy big mutant. I see online some people were getting a little impatient, like, when are they going to get back to New York? When are they going to get back to New York? When's the arc going to start? This whole thing is getting boring. I can understand that too, but I think this was very necessary as far as character development was concerned. I think that's why they did it for this long, and plus we had a lot of interruptions throughout this part of the arc. So now they're about to start a new chapter. I cannot wait for the new chapter to start, because it looks like not only we're going to get more character development, but they're getting ready to get back to New York and get back to the problems at hand. So let me know what you guys think of this overall story. What do you guys think of the Chimera's design? What do you think of April's powers? And how do you think they're going to fare later on after they go on their journey from the last trailer I saw? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, love, and never be normal.